Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Welcome to Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Twitch. If you like watching podcasts, come hang out with us. You can hang out in the chat room, and we're having a lot of fun in there today. Just search for @Tom and Dan Live.
Our Bad at Business Beer Fest and Sofa and Suds are coming up November 22nd, 23rd, the weekend before Thanksgiving weekend. So set your calendars. All right, we got a guest on Zoom, Daniel.
Oh, I was like giving Mo. I'm
brought to you by
all brought to you by Mo.
Yeah, Injured on the Go, just call Mo.
Yeah, and then yes, we do have a guest on the line. Tom, you cast a big shadow here, and you crack a big whip, and you wanted new intros for everybody, and to get the latest and greatest on what's happening up the road, ladies and gentlemen, it's TUDDLE.
Let me tell you something, brother. This is the ghost of Hulk Hogan. And now you're listening to TUDDLE, brother. He's gonna break it down, and he's gonna tell you who killed me, brother.
All right, let's get into it, everybody. Who killed Hogan, Tuds?
Oh man!
If you guys knew behind the scenes how complicated that was,
Yeah.
like,
You know how hard it is?
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to do a ghost voice these days? It's very, very hard.
Anyway, so how you doing, TUDDLE?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you guys?
We're doing good, man. We're doing real good. So what's happening? You've been a part of everything happening up the road. It's been hell's a-poppin' in Tampa with the release of Video Killed the Radio Star, the documentary that's about Bubba the Love Sponge sex tape. So what's happening?
Well, it is out now. Was the #1 selling documentary on Apple TV.
All right.
Pre-sales.
Okay.
And also it was kind of in doubt if they were even going to be able to release the DVD, because the last time that we had talked, this whole thing hadn't transpired yet about Nick Hogan suing to stop the documentary.
I saw that, and I text TUDDLE, and
I mean, that can only help you if you're Bubba the Love Sponge, right? Like, you get a text saying you're being sued by Nick Hogan before the release of your documentary. I feel like you live in that space. You love that, right? You're like, yeah.
I guess they could hold up the release so that, and then it gets tied up in court, and then and then 5 years later, it's just not as big of a story. I don't know. Like, so what happened? Why did he sue him?
Well, it was, so if you guys, I've talked about this before they had the sting, Bubba ended up selling the rights to the DVD to Hulk Hogan. So he was the sole owner of the tape, so he could actually sue Gawker.
Okay, so Bubba the Love Sponge officially sold, like on paper, the rights to the sex tape to Hulk Hogan. That way, Hulk Hogan can sue Gawker.
Yes, and it released Bubba of all liability.
Okay.
In the suing.
All right. Now, what does that have to do with Nick Hogan? Because now Nick Hogan's the heir to Hulk Hogan's estate.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
But do you want to know who showed up to the premiere? Brooke. Brooke was at the premiere with her husband. Showed up. She loved it. She thought it was very, very respectful. She didn't think that it ran her father into the ground at all, and she came out in support.
It's kind okay.
It's bananas.
It's a little awkward that you're showing up at a premiere about your
scandal of your dad's thermos. The thermos. The thermos.
Yeah. That's awkward, right?
I don't think it is. I mean, I don't know. I live in that world, and I know that
you got to be tough to live in that world. You're not tough. You are an Orlando radio person, and you can't hang with the Tampa guys, man. Just admit that you're not as tough as Tuds. I mean, TUDDLE can go to the premiere of a sex tape. If his dad admitted a sex tape, swinging his big crane around, because he did, right? Your dad swung his crane around. If there had been a documentary about TUDDLE's big crane chain swinging dad, Tuttle would be there like, "Hey guys, thanks for being here tonight.
Yeah, well, I know.
I appreciate you all being here to see my dad's penis on the big screen." Right? And you'd be
uncircumcised.
Yeah,
my
oh,
dad.
even bigger.
Remember, I told.
Even
I mean,
bigger.
I told you about the time I found the Polaroids of, you
stop.
know.
Hold on. Why
with
did your dad? Why was he uncircumcised and then he circumcised his son?
Well, because my dad was born at home.
Oh, cowboy birth. Oh, my
Yeah,
God. His dad was born in a mail sack riding across Montana.
Yeah, but even though he was born at home, and then he's uncircumcised.
Well, what do you circumcise a baby with when you have it at home? There's no hospital. There's no moil. There's no, what do? You don't take him out in the barn.
Yeah, but usually you circumcise your kid because you're circumcised. So if you're uncircumcised, don't you say like, I want my kid to be
Tuttle
like me?
was the first line of the lesser thans, right?
Back to Brooke Hogan going to a movie premiere or a documentary
Excellent
about her
transition.
dad's sex
Excellent
tape.
transition. Yeah.
But you can see how in the normal world that's an awkward thing to do, right?
Well, I mean, she was coming out to support, you know, Bubba, her godfather, the man that
They really
you
do
know,
have a good relationship. Like you can see
Yes.
it. Like you can see it when they talk about each other and when she calls into the show. So I mean, it would be awkward for us maybe, but we're not living in that world. I'm telling you, it's a tougher world down there. You're just a little down the road. It is wrestling land, and it's crazy down there.
But would you be mad at your dad about what he was doing, like between two other consenting adults, though? Like,
No,
how could you be mad?
I'm not mad. I'm like, if they're doing a movie premiere about it, I'm not going to show the red
Yeah, I'm not
carpet.
gonna sit next to my dad. Yeah.
Right, it's
Hold
just-
my, you want some popcorn?
Yeah, it's just like,
Let
I'll
me
be,
get you some bunch of crunch.
I'll be like, that's fine. I understand this is happening. It's,
I'm probably gonna go to Beef O'Brady's tonight with my family.
But when I'm getting out of the white limo, and then there's whack pack around, Tuddle's there, some unfortunates.
Yeah, there's a couple of like razor scooters with unfortunates zipping around.
There's
There's little people.
low IQ Ted and then some other guy, and then anyway. And
Ted's one of my favorites.
And then, there's like paparazzi, I guess, people taking pictures and a backdrop. Bubba loves
you do a
the
step
sponge.
and repeat.
Yeah. And then
Oh yeah,
Sponge.
we had the whole red carpet where you taking pictures in front of the DVD logo and stuff. You got a big banner
Everyone
up.
say thermos.
yeah. See, like that's the part where I'm like, this whole thing is about my dad.
But you get uncomfortable easy. I think I could navigate this. I could do this. If my
And
dad
they
had
give out free candy and popcorn for everybody to have.
I would do
during
that.
the movie.
I think I could do it. I think you would be. You'd be there, but you'd be very quiet. You'd just be very quiet.
So
I'll do the speaking.
Now, what was Nick Hogan's lawsuit even about?
It was that parts of the, and it wasn't even parts from the sex tape. It was about CNN. Like we played a clip showing like a screenshot or maybe like a 5-second little clip of it. And that's what he was holding everything up for.
So purely to hold up is what it seems like, from my opinion. Yeah, it sounds like,
Yes.
let's hold this thing up.
Because Nick Hogan and Bubba the Love Sponge, they're enemies now, right? Or they're
Are they?
not a good relationship.
I don't know if that's true.
No, I mean, Bubba has done a lot for Nick Hogan. I'm not going to get into the details about it, but Bubba has always looked out for Hogan and every single family member that's a part of his
I mean,
family.
he gave Hogan his wife, for Christ's sake. How could you? I mean, I wouldn't even do that for you. You know what? I would do that for you. I'm offering that to you right now. If you would like to sleep with my wife, and I'll videotape it, and we can destroy our entire company. Would you like to destroy our entire company by making a sex tape with my wife?
Well, you could say destroy, but this.
You just got to know how to navigate it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, because it was beneficial for lots of people, except for Bubba the Love
Well, it
Sponge.
tore some
apparently.
people apart, I think. But
So one of the parts that I had not seen in the documentary, because this was the first time that I saw the final cut, there is a connection to the Hogan sex tape and the Stormy Daniels sex tape with Trump.
What's the connection? And is there a sex tape with Stormy Daniels?
Well, the same guy that got caught up brokering the deal for the Hogan sex tape during the sting was also the same person that turned state witness and kind of blew the case off the whole thing with Donald Trump, because he was the same one that was brokering the Stormy Daniels thing.
Well, okay. Well, is there a tape that exists
How
out there?
deep does this go, Tuds? How deep does this? I've always wanted to say something like that.
That's got to be worth a lot, right? I bet you there would be people,
Man.
lots of people that like to pay for that and they just put it out on the internet. Although now with AI, most people would think it's fake, right? They would just be like, "Oh,
Kind
this
of
is
where we're at. Yeah.
I would believe it was real. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Well, because AI is so good now. I'm looking at stuff and then I'm like, is that?
If anybody says they have a sex tape of me with anyone other than my wife, it's me. Okay, there. We've settled it.
We're close to you being able to just disregard everything you hear or see and say it's AI.
Well,
right?
we say that, but then there'll be safeguards, because it like as much as it opens up, other data and other is going to try to claw it back.
Yeah, oh yeah. And
But do we believe anything now? Like,
That's what I was saying, man. That's what I was saying.
The conspiracy theorists now, especially with the whole Charlie Kirk thing, you wouldn't believe all the stuff that people aren't believing or believing now about, a second bullet and all this stuff. And it's like, how do you believe any of it? Because it could easily be AI.
what happened? I'm not familiar with it.
That's good. I like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's called man who doesn't have a phone.
Yeah, it's like, well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Tuttle. So now that the documentary is out, what's the next step for? Is this over with? Is it like everybody just kind of moves on, or what happens next?
Well, I mean, it was about getting the truth out, because also at the same time, a lot of the detail in the documentary was talking about how Bubba, the sex tape, was used to remove him from his morning show and syndication.
Now, is there any way for anything to be resolved, or everything's
just like a big messy documentary that's awkward and a white limo, and you get out and that's your dad's thermos?
Yeah, like is there?
But not everything has a happy ending. You know, everybody thinks that movies have to have happy endings and stuff, or documentaries, and sometimes it's like real life not to have a happy ending. You just wanted to get the truth out there.
Yeah, even the sex tape, Hulk just stopped, right? Because he ate too much pizza. Like he didn't even have a happy ending, right?
Yeah, I don't know if he did. And I've always, and this is just my assumption.
I went back to try to find it, and it's buried in.
Yeah, it's really hard to find. I have a complete copy somewhere here that somebody's sent me. But I remember that I always, like, this is just my personal opinion, I always thought he was sort of a Ron Jeremy guy myself, if you know what I mean.
What do you mean?
Like, there's not a lot of finishes.
Yeah.
A lot of it's impressive, but it's like,
Yeah. Well, you're older man.
Hey, come in here. Let's sit around for a little bit.
Well, you don't get a lot of pressure with a big hose.
Also, that there's a
Tuttle knows.
There's a dude
because you've got a big hose.
Your buddy's watching you in the security camera.
Yeah.
You're like,
And then you look at the camera and you're like, are your pants off? Would you look directly into the camera?
Like I was, sometimes Crystal comes by and I'm like, hey, let's,
Oh, I watch every time.
And then I'm just looking up there at the camera, and then I'm like,
and I'm looking into the camera just like Billy Baldwin in what was that? Shutter or whatever that movie was where he owned the house, or I don't know. I get all my movies mixed up. Not a movie guy.
So Tuttle, what else is new?
I went to the Florida Gators game a couple of weekends ago, and I felt real creepy being on campus, because like the new thing is
it's just the way you look, right? Like,
let me just say, Tuttle, like I just looked up at your face for the first time, and you are aging insanely well. Like you look. I mean, Tuttle's a couple years older than I am, and you could not tell. You could fit in
he's sober now.
Yeah,
Do you want to know why? And it's because
now.
I haven't had a lot to smile about, so I don't have a lot of lines in my face.
Oh, there it is.
Being depressed is good on your face.
Yeah,
it worked.
When your whole family's dead, you don't smile anymore. I know that.
I mean, you walking around a college campus, you could fit in. I mean, you put a backpack on, you're a kid.
You do look a little like Backpack Kid.
Yeah.
But it's all 20-year-old girls walking around in cowboy boots, skirts, and like very, very light material tops with no bras on.
Well,
You
that's
didn't need to describe it like that. You know, like why'd you describe it like that?
well, that's good. You know,
I
that's
got all
what-
these girls with a light cloth. They've got light cloth on.
yeah,
It's very sheer.
yeah. You know, that's
Yeah.
you know,
Where are we at with that? You've been dating any? I mean, maybe.
No. I mean, Kristen's coming over later today. We're recording a podcast. So,
Okay.
you know,
Are you
it's hit or
being nice
miss.
to her?
Like,
are you leaving her alone? Or are you driving her mad? You driving
not
her?
driving her
okay.
mad.
Don't drive her insane. Don't lose your friend. That's your friend.
I'm not going to drive anybody insane.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't
just-
bring anybody into my madness.
Okay.
I don't
All
do
right. It's
that.
fine. It's fine.
So, Tuttle, at the Gators game, were you just there by yourself?
No, I went with my friend Colton. We went up there,
I
and
love
then we tailgated in the parking lot with a bunch of 18, 19-year-old USF students, smoked pot, and did drugs.
I don't know why I laughed.
I mean,
It's such a
I
tunnel
took
thing to say.
I took a 20 milligram, not Adderall, but I maybe took one of those. But what I'm trying to say, though, is I ate a 20 milligram gummy before
I
I
gotta walk
went in.
this sobriety thing back a little bit. The whole chat room was giving you
It's
love and saying, "Oh,
California
good job,
sober."
Todd." I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna walk this back a little bit."
Well, I mean, I'm off of the poison, which
Okay.
is the alcohol.
There you go.
I mean, doesn't everybody have to have a little vice? I mean, come on.
I mean, that's what Jelly Roll says, and he knows. That guy knows.
You know,
He's in an open relationship.
yeah. Is he?
Yeah. He's in an open relationship.
All right.
And
I
his
would
wife,
be in one.
his wife
if
gets
I
it where
could.
she wants it, and he gets it where he wants it, and then they come back together and they're doing it, and they're best family, best values, America. Jelly Roll.
But don't you
There
think
go.
it's a healthy relationship that if you can trust each other to be with other people without, and always still coming back to each other?
I think anything can be
Yeah.
a healthy relationship. I think everything is case by case. And I think we've gotten into this thing with making everything into categories, and that just doesn't work because everything is truly unique. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
Except for the relationship between Jelly Roll and his organs.
Yeah. Well, they're better now. He's lost like 200 pounds. Have you seen him? He looks really, really unhealthy.
Now, would you think it's a trap? Maybe if your significant other came and said, "Hey, I met another woman that I feel comfortable with, and maybe we need to spice it up a little bit." Do you say yes automatically, or do you play off I'm not sure about it?
Oh, you think it's like a trap?
Yes.
Of course you say yes. Well, you
have to, because it's worth taking the heat for it being a trap that it may not have been a trap.
Yeah. It's worth the
And then
gamble.
what if you said no? What if you said no and then you miss out on opportunity?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I would worry about. It's like
Yeah.
you always go for the poop dollar, even though if it is a high percentage chance it has poop on it.
Yeah, I would too. That's how you get rich.
And just wipe the poop
That's
off.
how you get rich. You always go for the poop dollar. Yeah, we're poop.
Yeah,
we're
you
pro.
wash your hands.
We are pro poop dollar. I don't even wash my hands after I poop.
So, Tuttle,
Yes.
let's talk about, did you see the story about the guy that robbed the restaurant at Disney Springs?
No, I did not know,
Okay,
but why would you?
Okay, because I wanted to talk to you about this because it's crazy, but also it's shows the news either didn't care about the details or tried to sensationalize.
Do you want
it.
me to play it?
Yeah,
so we
yeah,
can
yeah,
hear it.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
here. This is from last night's Channel 9 news, courtesy of WFTV.
New at 4, we start with a Channel 9 exclusive that is almost unbelievable. It happened at Disney Springs. Good afternoon, I'm Greg Warman.
And I'm Martha Sagowski. Orange County deputies are looking for this man. They believe he swam up to a Disney Springs restaurant last night in a wetsuit and robbed it for thousands of dollars. Channel 9's Nick Pampatonis working this exclusive for us. He's live outside of Disney Springs. Nick, that suspect still on the run?
It's not clear where he got in and out of the water from. It could have been right here, frankly. That is the Paddlefish restaurant behind us, which was a crime scene at midnight. The Paddlefish restaurant prepared to open as normal Monday, hours after deputies say this man swam up to the replica steamboat,
Pause real
stripped
quick. So the picture they're
Is he in
showing.
a frog suit?
No,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, he's like in a frog suit with little Greg Louganis diving goggles
Yeah,
on.
like swim goggles. Okay, so a couple of things. He's in a full wetsuit, and the picture they have is him about to spray paint a security camera like you'd see in the movies, right?
Yeah.
Or video games like Watch Dogs.
Yeah. So now he's wearing a full wetsuit, like with the wetsuit hood, which basically it's kind of like a ski mask. It's just open where your eyes and your mouth is.
Think like Ninja Mask.
Yeah, or just it goes over. Your face is all the way open. So, but
does he have fins on?
So not in that particular image, but then the news goes on to say like he tells everybody to get to the corner.
Yeah, he told 2 people to go in the corner and don't look at him, and then he went into the manager's office. He changed out of the wetsuit, grabbed whatever he needed, changed back into the wetsuit, and then they said...
Yeah, they said, okay, yeah, play
here. Let me see if I can find the part where he says that. Here, I'll cut to here.
Please to get into the corner of the room and close their eyes. The robbery taking about 2 minutes before the man left, and the employees called 911. Investigators believe the man, who was described as wearing clothes and a beanie by the employees, put his scuba gear on, got back into the water, and swam off. But to where, they don't know.
So they said scuba gear, but it's not scuba. Like, there's no way he had a tank and a BC, and he wasn't even wearing scuba goggles. He's wearing dive goggles, like or swimmer's goggles, which doesn't cover your nose or whatever.
They're assuming he had a tank and a BC, which to me would be clunky.
Yeah. Oh, and your getaway would be there would be no advantage to getting in and you need to get away fast. Like this guy changed out of his wetsuit, then back into his wetsuit. I think he put on fins and swam away because then you could swim away fast. And
we all have raced our dad in a pool with fins on, right? Or you go fast as hell.
What if he had one of those like machines that you see in every James Bond movie?
Too clunky.
That
It's too clunky.
No, but it pulls you underwater and it
but
and
like,
kind of like.
But you don't need it. Like that would be so much. I mean, it's like,
and the lake is not even that long. Like you almost be better off running.
To me, it's like it's never as good as we want it to be. We live in this weird, boring world that we're trying to make it crazy. This is just a guy in a black wetsuit with some fins on, right? And he paddled over and he waited. He got up. He told those people, "You want to hurt anybody?" He's like, "Hey."
They didn't say he had a gun.
No, he didn't. He didn't have a gun. He's like, "Get in the corner. Don't look at me." He walked it. He was, he's trying to be victimless. He walked in there. He got the money, stuffed it in his pants. He put his wetsuit back on, jumped in the water with his fins, and hauled ass. Then he got in his Corolla, and he drove back to Altamont Springs, and he's sitting in his apartment right now eating a Chipotle bowl.
But wouldn't you go in a different way than what you came in on? Like, wouldn't you already have, like, some clothes somewhere that you can change into? You already have your car parked in the parking lot. And you just change and you disappear in the crowd.
Everybody's saying, like, EJ's like, couldn't he have tied it to the side to a pole? You guys are obsessed with this BC and this tank.
It's not James Bond.
Why does he need the tank? You just want that tank because you want it to be a sexy, like, heist.
Yeah, it wouldn't offer you no... Like,
it's like the Italian Job. You want the Mini Cooper in the sewers. Yeah. It's just like, look, it's not going to happen.
Because we've seen movies where you scuba dive in and then you stealthily...
Oh, you use a reed like a ninja.
Or, like, you scuba dive into somewhere, you take your scuba gear off. I mean, this happened, it's funny because they did this in Squid Game, which the only thing I hated about Squid Game is the guy had to travel on back and from the boat to the island. He chose scuba gear. And I was like, that's the most inefficient way to travel. Like, scuba gear is for looking at things slowly underwater.
Yeah. It's for fat people to survive underwater.
And then it's like, when the news said scuba gear, I think they had to have been fins. Like, there's no way he puts a tank and BC on, gets in the water, and then it's at nighttime, too. Right?
It wasn't nighttime. It happened around midnight.
So if you got underwater in a lake in Florida, you couldn't see anything. Like literally the hand in front of your face, it would be jet black. So you'd have to have some sort of light.
So I think he was on the top moving fast.
Yeah.
I have a theory. You remember earlier when I said things don't have a happy ending? What if he robs, gets back in the lake and gets eaten by a gator with the money?
That's way Florida.
Yeah. If you get attacked by a gator, it's not eating you whole. It's just biting you. He could take a limb.
We probably would have already found it.
Yeah. And also, it's super rare and not gonna happen.
And obviously, it's somebody that knows when they put the money in the manager's room. Yeah. I mean, this is all easy answers.
By the way, there are no gators in any lakes on Disney property. I guarantee.
I thought a kid got killed a couple years ago on Disney property.
That's why there's no gators. gators
He
anymore.
also likes speaking indefinites. There could be one in there now
Yeah,
we don't know about, but he's not going to believe it unless somebody said, hey, there is one.
They hire trappers full-time to make sure there's no dangerous snakes and gators anywhere on their property because that's millions of dollars of liability.
Do you want to put a bet on it? I can go out to Disney property right now, and I bet I can find at least one gator.
I bet you cannot. I'll bet. Okay, what do you want to bet?
He loves this sort of stuff, Todd. You're falling right into it. I mean,
you got some money now. You got
so
a job.
Happy. Yeah, you got double jobs.
Yeah, you got jobs, but you got Bubba's got some new money from this documentary.
You're gonna get a little something.
Yeah, he's.
Here, you wanna go right now? Right now, Tom.
Oh my God! Look at this guy. You do a 500 gator challenge? What are we back on the morning show? Let's do it. 500 gator challenge.
All right,
Let's do it.
I'll bet you $500 right now that in 1 week's time you cannot go and find an alligator.
But he's got to be certified GPS pin drop of Disney property, dog.
Yeah.
Certified GPS pin drop.
Yeah.
I'm not losing 500. This company, we can't lose 500.
Yeah. You got to be on Disney property. We got to prove that, anywhere around the lakes, and you have to take a picture.
Oh, people want you to be wrong so bad, Tom. I don't think I've seen.
I know they do.
I don't think I've seen this many people. Tuddle, you have an army of people to help you, buddy.
Dude,
oh my God, they're so happy.
I'm telling you that.
Tuddle's got his interview. Tudd, you got an interview, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but let's I can wait a couple of minutes here. So
right.
so what are
we're gonna make this guy lose his job over the $500 Disney Gator challenge?
In 1 week's time, today's Tuesday, so by next Tuesday.
Oh, this is like our Squid Game.
How many do you want? 2 weeks?
It's up to you, man. I just know that I'm easily
the confidence in
Okay,
both these rooms.
1 week then. A 1 week time, you got to get a picture of a gator in a lake that's owned by Disney, and it's got to be from you. You got to hold your face. You got to show your face or something. It can't just be some.
It can't
BS.
be Colton because Colton's tough.
Yeah.
He can do it. He can find anything.
It's got to be you, and because after that incident.
So you're saying a Florida gator? I need to have.
No, not a Florida gator. You can't have Danny Warfel out there in a paddle boat.
I mean an actual.
Was he a gator, Danny Warfel? I forget.
Yes.
The reptile, an alligator. That is that you could prove is in a Disney lake.
And you can't get a baby gator from Savannah. They drive it out there and hold it.
That doesn't exist anymore. That's back in the days. Like Gatorland is straight. They do not loan out nothing.
I know, but Savannah and Tuddle go way back.
No, she's done with Tuddle. Shenanigans. She can't.
He's too crazy. You're right. She's going legit, and you're too crazy.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, I will get you that picture, Mr. Tom Van.
All right.
Hey, $500.
We love you. Thank you for entering the $500 Disney Gator Challenge, and we'll see you soon. Okay.
All right. Bye.
All right. See you, buddy. All right. Oh man. How happy are you, buddy?
So the last time I was at Fort Wilderness, we were walking. It was nighttime, and then a car pulled up, and a dude jumped out, and then ran down near the water at Fort Wilderness, and had a light. And I looked at the car, and it was like a wildlife trapper. And
he got like Disney ears on.
No,
they got their own now.
It was just a random, a regular, maybe privately owned wildlife trapper or whatever. And he was looking, and then I realized, I was like, oh yeah, I bet you they've hired tons of these people, and they respond to any call because like they want no part of gators and any like poisonous snakes that any guest can get bitten by.
Right.
Because of that incident.
Right.
It probably cost them millions, and they're like, who cares? We'll throw $500,000 a year at wildlife trappers to have them on call at all times to relocate all dangerous animals away from us because money rules everything around me.
Okay. There we go.
And fear.
Yeah.
It's free man cream.
Some of it is the fear. Let's see here. Ghost from a New Bull in the chat room says, I just Googled Disney World alligators. There's an article from ABC. The article was from 2021 that says 250 alligators have been removed from Disney in the last 5 years. That's a lot.
Yeah. They're getting them out as fast as possible. Listen, anytime I can
don't even know how you would stop that.
I can bet on corporate greed, and then just the actual billion-dollar company trying to save a dollar. That's what I'll make.
I guess what I'm more interested in now is how is Tuddle going to try and cheat our company to win the money? I'm really interested in that.
Yeah. Well, he started even trying to he tried to throw in Florida Gator because that's an old radio thing where it's a toy or a Toyota.
Yeah.
He's trying to Toyota me.
Let me they hand the phone and he hands it to Danny Warfel and tells him, hey, what's up? Praise God. I think he's a big God guy. Yeah,
I'm the king of Toyota. You can't cheat me. Anyway, well, okay, let's take a break.
Yeah.
And when we come back, I just want to finish up talking about the scuba diving.
We'll talk
heist.
about the big Orlando Disney scuba diving heist when we return.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. So we're talking about this robbery that they described as a scuba diving man robbery, but really it's like
they call it the paddlefish. It's not really a smash and grab. It's a paddlefish scuba robbery. I have the timeline if you want the whole timeline.
Yeah.
So it started at 11 p.m. So paddlefish closes with guests for the night. A handful of staff always stay behind, right? At 12:10, an unknown assailant wearing scuba diving gear. Now, it does say, and this is from a deep research of ChatGPT from multiple different places, they say he was wearing scuba diving gear, enters the restaurant. Now, that could mean anything, though. It didn't say a tank and, scuba diving gear. What does gear mean?
Although they should have said snorkeling gear, scuba diving gear implies a tank and a BC.
Right.
And a regulator, right? And then if you look at the video, he's wearing swim goggles and not a scuba mask, which you need if you're actually scuba diving, and it offers you no advantage to scuba dive up to this place because you don't have to stealthily, he just climbed up the back, pier area, and you don't need scuba diving gear for that.
Going lower doesn't. Anyway, it does say that it took less than a minute. He didn't have a gun because there's conflicting reports that he had a gun. He didn't have a gun. He told him to get into a corner and not look at him. The suspect flees the office, or he goes into an office, grabs a large amount of cash, flees the office. After he exits, the employees free themselves from restraint. See, that's another thing. Now they're restrained. It's like...
He may have put them in zip ties or something?
I don't know.
Because here's the thing. Here's why I'm fairly certain it's not actually scuba diving gear.
Yeah, because they're just saying wetsuit and goggles here.
Because if he would have actually been underwater at 11 at night, you cannot see anything. So you'd have to navigate with a flashlight and a compass, and you still couldn't see 1 foot in front of your face at night in a Florida lake. The water's so tannic, you cannot see anything. During the day, I've been in lakes that you go 5 feet underwater, you can't see anything in front of your face.
Okay, here, I'll give you a far-fetched one, but I'm just trying to think of something, right? Underwater welder has worked at a lot of the structures there at Disney. They have lines that run underneath that they use to get place to place when they're under there, and he used those lines because he knows them, and that's how he did it. That's the only other way That's the only way I could explain somebody using scuba gear. It doesn't make. I'm with you. It doesn't make sense to use scuba gear.
And there's also the thing where if you were planning it out this meticulously, you get into the water with scuba gear and you're using underwater welding lines to navigate, right? And let's say you don't need a flashlight that you can see above.
Yeah, you're just using these lines that are laid so you can navigate.
But you can still see the bubbles. It would be easy for the cops to spot. That's where there's bubbles coming up in an otherwise still lake, and so it doesn't really offer you much advantage using actual scuba gear. Now the wetsuit and getting in the water and fins and getting away behind and then going to a car that's somewhere.
Oh, it's smart.
Then that way it's okay. Now all the people that you could run into are in the front. You're not going to run into anybody in that lake, and then you can get across the lake and then get to your car, and and no one sees you.
Yeah.
So
scuba equipment too is not easy to use. It's not like
it's heavy as hell. You'd be getting it out.
It's cumbersome.
Yeah, a tank and a BC and stuff I'm saying.
Even underwater, it's cumbersome. You're in it, you're just kind of floating along, and I've done it. I don't know, maybe let's say I've scuba dived 25, 30 times.
Yeah.
It's clumsy. It's not. I don't.
You're
do
slow.
It. Yeah, you're slow. You're like a manatee.
Yeah, and even like Tuttle said with that. Underwater propulsion device that you see in James Bond or whatever. It's then now you have a ton of equipment. Then you got to wherever you get out. If you're getting out of a regular Florida lake, like you got fins on and you got a BC. Like it's hard to walk up the, that's a lot of gear to start loading into your car. Like you want to be fast. You want to get fins on, swim across the lake, take your fins off, get in the car, and run.
So we're all agreeing. We're gonna all agree that when the details flesh out of this, Tom and Dan are saying this is no scuba tanks.
No scuba tanks. I'd bet money on that. And it just shows you he's got the swim goggles and not a scuba mask.
Also, he's smarter than y'all's dumb scuba idea. Like everybody, like again, you're addicted to the scuba idea, guys, because you want it so bad.
You're not going to scuba dive with swim goggles. You're not going to have your nose
if
exposed.
you're really poor, maybe, but it wouldn't be advised. It wouldn't be advised.
Yeah. It's like you're making it harder on yourself. And why not wear, if you are scuba diving, wear the swim or the scuba mask because it covers more of your face.
You know what the first thing it makes me think of, and I wonder if a lot of young men think the same way. And the reason I say young men is because I'm thinking, namely, video games. This is such a video game thing.
Yes,
The only time that you ever scuba dive and climb onto a boat is in like Grand Theft Auto or in any like first-person shooter game or any
James
of that.
Bond has done this in
it's
movies.
not a real thing.
It's
just not.
Yeah.
Navy SEALs, I think the times that they've done it, I think probably in the history of time, they've done it, but it's pretty rare.
And it's done to be stealthy. And this is like, I like this story when I first saw the clipping of it.
You wanted a cat burglar.
I thought he was like robbing a jewelry store. Then I would say scuba diving does help you. You can get in and get out quietly.
Because you can just go peacefully and not have to rush.
Yes,
People aren't going to see anything. You make no noise. You just silently go and pack your stuff up nicely and get the hell out of it.
Then scuba diving made sense. But if you're already tying people up or telling everybody don't move, stay in the corner,
messy.
then you only got a certain amount of time before they get up and then get some help.
Yeah.
And the police come. Like they're coming fast. They're like, hey, someone just robbed
Especially
us.
at Disney.
Yeah. So it's like they're gonna come fast. You need to get out fast. Scuba diving out slowly is the worst way to do it.
They've always, and it's true. They've always made it, even in video games, they've made the idea of even doing that so romantic that we've all been lied to. Movies have done this too. It's not that easy to do it. I bet you if you saw a real like SEAL Team 6 or a Navy SEAL, how hard it is to get there, take off all your gear, and then climb something and ditch your gear. Like you're having, first of all, you're ditching your gear.
And then to get back and finding and putting back on.
It's not a thing.
Yeah.
You're usually,
again, stealth.
Yeah, I don't think,
So the fact that he knew where all the security cameras were and he even knew like the best way to get in and out of this place means that
which one of our wait staff likes to scuba dive?
Yeah, because or has access to full wetsuit or like
Didn't John leave us about 3 months ago to become a scuba instructor for a Patty? Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So it seems like that someone either that worked there or is a regular or something.
100% it's a white guy. I said that. I'll just throw that out there.
Yeah.
I'll bet my life on it. 100% white guy.
Yeah. And so because to know where the security cameras are to spray paint them, it means like some sort of inside job.
I also don't think you needed to do that. The camera got a picture of you in your wetsuit and in your little goggles. What's the spray paint doing at that point?
Yeah, but then they said that he changed into something else and he was a hoodie and shorts. So I guess they didn't want, because then you have more angles and pictures of you. You know,
all right.
That's the only thing they have, and he was pretty covered up. So
looks like an alien.
It's like anybody, like now there's so many cameras. I'm surprised that there were no other cameras that he didn't know about.
I think there are. I think we're not getting those yet.
Oh, because the cops are yeah. Because they don't they want to be the
yeah. They mentioned in one of the deep research I did, it mentioned that there are other camera angles that should be checked soon, and I'm like, well, it should be checked soon. They can check those now. They're checking those.
They're just not releasing it to the press yet.
They might be tracking this guy down, and finding him.
So now with
pretty creative.
With all this, how much money they just had a couple thousand, right?
Well, I mean, EJ said in the Twitch chat room they're trying to still figure out an exact amount, but it's between 10,000 and 20,000. That's a lot of dough.
All right. So
that's a good haul.
I thought it was like between 7 and 8.
I mean, $20,000 is worth wearing a wetsuit and swimming. You know, that's a lot of money.
Like if you're able to get close to 20,000, that may be worth, because that at least will buy you some time if you were super desperate or But for like 7,000, I'm like, this is not worth it. But
At first, I thought it was like $1,000. I'm like, oh my God, what have you done? What have you done?
Yeah, you've Also, the cops really like solving these types of crimes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Especially this one. My God.
Like, all the cops and the detectives are real motivated to solve this one because this is like a movie.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you the detectives are more motivated by like anything close to movie stuff
than
any other random,
Okay, I'm not a big fan of crime, especially in the current day. But let's just say this. Does this guy's crime, when he does something that's movie-like crime, does that amplify and make the cops want to be movie-like too?
Yes. 100%. They want to, because now it's him versus the cops because he
made a fool of us.
He thinks he outsmarted the cops by all this deception. He's like full body
with your painting and they hate him.
And they're double time doing this. Like they're working for, I bet, even on their off time trying to figure this out because now it's a competition. Yeah. Like so
because there is a swath of people that are like, they look at this and they're like, whoa, look at this guy.
Yeah, for sure. And then and it's so easy to solve crimes now because now they're like, okay, let's look at every doorbell camera and every camera that's within, like,
how they're finding everybody.
And then see if there's any other cars that shouldn't be parked. You know what I'm saying?
Just link them all up.
Like, you just start researching everything around there. I mean, you put it out to the internet detectives of like
all the Ring doorbells, all the Teslas, everything.
And then all
you get a little accurate.
And you're like, who's this guy? Oh, he's coming. Like this guy has, let's research him on his Facebook. Oh, he does recreationally snorkel and
profiling
in the Bahamas every once in a while.
Profiling for me. What do you think? Why was he doing this? What is he? Young guy? Dumb young guy?
Okay.
Dumb young white guy.
He used to be a busboy. Okay.
Profiling for me. Let's work on this.
So, because I'm
a little bit of time.
I'm like this. I used to fantasize about robbing whatever company I worked for.
Okay, that's good to know. And we work together. That's good to know. All right, I'll write that down.
Like when I worked at Champ Sports, I fantasized daily about robbing and what the best way to rob them.
And then we know the Home Depot stories.
At Home Depot, me and the Grizz fantasized about robbing.
He took it one step too far.
Well, that's petty.
Pun intended. One step too far.
And then when I worked at Clear Channel, I was like, how do I rob? There was no cash. But I would
just take computer paper home. Am I allowed to say that?
I was like, some sort of payola, which I did my fair share of.
Oh, yeah. Just ask Costa Del Mar sunglasses.
So I imagine I'm a busboy. I'm like, I hate this place, stupid. And they didn't give me my days off that I requested.
I want to go to Warped Tour.
Yeah. So, and then I'm busboy. And then as I'm washing.
I want to go see Devil Wears Prada at Warped Tour.
As I'm washing the dishes, I'm looking out the window that looks at the lake behind the restaurant, and then I'm looking at like the lake, and then there's like a parking lot and an abandoned like a warehouse, and I'm like, man, if I just parked in the abandoned warehouse, and then I take my wetsuit, and then I'll swim over here.
My grandma.
I'll swim over here. I know where the cameras are. I'll spray paint the cameras. Yeah. I know that no one's they're all not gonna put up a fight because they just want they hate their job.
I'll yell at them.
Yeah. They just hate their jobs. They don't care if I steal from Disney Springs. This place is $1 billion.
They won't know who I am.
Yeah. They'll just get in the corner. They'll let me steal as much as I want. No one's gonna be a hero as the staff at Disney Springs, right? Yeah. No one's gonna be like, I gotta protect Walt Disney's money.
Right.
Yeah, they don't care.
And then you get back in, you get your fins on, you haul ass.
Yeah, and then I get back, and then I get my car, and then I know.
What are you doing right now?
On Friday nights, they have close to $20,000 in cash in this place.
Yeah. Are you on the run right now? Or are you? What are you doing right now?
Well, I'm freaking out, bro.
Yeah, freaking out.
Because
your favorite podcast is talking about what you did. Your favorite podcast.
And Tom Van's like, you figured it out.
You're like,
I'm listening to Tom Van figure it out. And I'm like, oh, I have to kill him. And then he has to kill me. He's like, oh, I know where he is. And then he kills me.
You look at your Ring doorbell, right, outside your house. It's a man in a wetsuit. Oh, my God, it's the wetsuit killer.
Yeah, but joke's on him. I'm wearing a wetsuit inside.
I'm calling from inside the house, Sydney.
He's wearing wetsuit on wetsuit. All right. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Corporate Time. Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got Chef Pat and Eric in here from Hollowbox German Restaurant.
Oh, it broke. I think it finally broke.
Oh, no.
Wow. Almost. What's up, guys?
What's going on, you
Greg's
guys?
not here.
Good to see you.
So we were talking about knockoffs right before we started the show, and Daniel bought some knockoff Labubus.
I did.
And then you bought some real Labubus.
I did. Weeks ago, I took my daughter to the Daytona Beach flea market.
Yeah,
This is the most I've ever been emailed by stepdads. I've got 1,000 emails of people like, Daniel, where did you find the fake Labubus at the Daytona Beach flea market? Where can't you find them? They're at every kiosk in the Daytona Beach flea market has Lafufus, as I call them. So I bought like 3 Lafufus, and then I bought these new Labubu because then Maisie is like, I guess some of the kids at school are making fun of her Lafufus.
Yeah, of course.
Like Tom
wearing
said.
fake Jordans.
Yeah.
Like if you get caught, they'll clown you.
Tom said that I was Tom said she may even get stabbed a few times because you have the wrong stuff on.
Depends on the school.
My daughter brought her Lafufus to school. She got clowned. They bullied her good. So I was like, I can't have that. I'm gonna buy you a goddamn Labubu, you see. So I got some Labubu, and they are so much better made than the Lafufus. The Labubu knockoffs that I thought were so great, it's night and day. It's not even. I'll bring one in and show you on the show.
Like what? The look of
like
it,
the
the
legs,
texture.
like the legs look 3D printed on the Lafufu. Like they're garbage. And on this one, they're smooth, and the like this. Like something as simple
That's a
as,
knockoff, right?
No, this is a real.
Oh, that's
this
a
is
real.
a real Labubu. See,
Okay.
the even just something as simple as like this little clasp is like painted better. The ears are embroidered. Like the tags look different. Like it's everything.
It's in the detail.
It is in the detail.
Or it's like knockoff purses. Like it looks like a Chanel purse, but if you really got a magnifying glass, you see the stitching isn't that good, and like all the little finite details. But from far enough away, looks the same, right?
And for a weekend, it was fine with Maisie. I was a god. Like for a weekend, I'm like, you don't need Labubus. Lafufus are just as good.
What? It's just a stuffed animal, right?
Yeah, it's just a trendy stuffed animal. There's no reason to like it other than it's just trendy. That's it.
I guess it's kind of like when people wear the Spirit Halloween lederhosen to our Oktoberfest events versus having real lederhosen.
Let's talk about that because I saw the Outfitters.
Well, you don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, the Outfitters is renting lederhosen, right?
Yeah, we got a new thing going on. We've had a lot of people. We've been doing it, a long time. So people like myself that need different sizes, go and trade them in. I don't want to sell my stuff. I don't have anything to do with it. If there's not a staff member that can take it. Or things that people buy and pop the tag off and it doesn't fit them for the fest, so bring it back in, return it for a different size. Or you don't want to drop. They're not the most. Like I said, you can get the Amazon ones or you can get the real ones. And Dan, the price difference between real and fake.
The real ones do last forever, though. I
am on a mission since English Dave and I got back from Bavaria. We're wearing our lederhosen every day, and we're going to see who gives up first. So.
Oh, really?
You're doing one of those? Oh, I love those.
For sure.
Plus mine, like I put mine to test. I mean, I got beer all over mine, and they are fine. Like I'm ready. Yeah. They're ready to be.
I saw a farmer wearing lederhosen. I'm like, if a damn farmer can wear them to farm, I'm like, I can wear them to walk around the restaurant every day.
Also, you guys were so kind to gift me
hard ass farming lederhosen.
I love you guys for it. You gifted me the Orlando Magic blue lederhosen.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna pair it with an Orlando Magic shirt and an Orlando Magic hat and socks. It's gonna look amazingly Orlando.
So if you have an event to go to, like this Saturday at your keg tapping,
for sure,
and the start of Oktoberfest at Hollabox,
or Halloween, it's an easy Halloween costume to wear.
So you could rent some lederhosen at the Outfitters and then head over to the event at Hollabox, the inaugural keg tapping at the start of Oktoberfest.
Correct.
And then what's the female version of lederhosen?
I can't say the word.
Dirndl.
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 And what exactly is a dirndl?
Eine Dirndl.
I mean, it's a dress type. So dirndls, there's lots of different kinds of dirndls. There's some that are more like corsets that lace up.
Hey.
Some are more like a maid's dress with the everything's all kind of one piece with the shirt underneath. So it really depends on occupation, the style you're looking for, the region you're in. Same with lederhosen. Some are short, some are long, some are black, some are brown. It depends on what you do and where you're from as to what kind of lederhosen you would be wearing.
Gotcha.
Have the German youth tried to sexy up the lederhosen or the dirndl? Is that
for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
is that something that?
So they wear them all over there. Like when we were on the train going to and from, there's just random people in lederhosen and dirndls. And for sure, like, with like more goth style, darker dirndls with, boots and such. Dudes doing like I'm doing today with lederhosen and a normal top up top, t-shirts, very lots of t-shirts and lederhosen.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I saw a dude in Munich with a pink Ralph Lauren polo on and like boat shoes, but he had lederhosen shorts. Like he was like a businessman, but in lederhosen.
So it's like almost a way to tip your hat to what's happening, give a little love to the culture, and then but you don't have to go like full hat with feather, like you look like a cuckoo
Sure.
clock. I mean, you could like
Yeah.
could just put as little or as much as you want.
For sure. Very, very customizable, I will say, as to, how it kind of is over there.
You might
But
want to squeeze
lots
your
of
wife's
heritage stuff.
bigs into some,
Is that a dirndl?
Yeah, do a dirndl,
Yeah,
yeah.
big dirndl.
we have ladyhosen as well.
Okay.
What's ladyhosen?
It's a lederhosen, but for the ladies.
Oh,
Is
okay.
it like a skirt?
No,
Oh.
they're shorts. They're a little bit shorter. They're a little bit different cut, more flattering.
Do they
to
still have to take them
females.
down to pee-pee?
I would
Or is there a zipper down there?
I've not tried them on, Dan. I'm not sure.
Let's talk about the beer, because I saw that you announced the Marzen. Is that how to pronounce it?
Märzen.
Marzen.
He just came back from Germany. He's got all the pronunciations down.
Okay, so what? And this is
So a Märzen is it's an amber style lager. It's typically what they used. They don't really do it a whole lot anymore over there. Most of their fest beers are Golden Fest beers, but Märzen is what we typically think of as an Oktoberfest beer. That nice amber style. Almost, Sam Adams Oktoberfest, but looks like a Yingling, kind of very similar to that malty flavor, just easy to drink. That's shifted to lighter beers now with a little bit lighter of an ABV as well.
Ooh.
But people are still, drinking liters and liters and liters. I got to sample lots of good stuff from breweries. I got to drink out of a wooden keg, which
Whoa.
like, you ever breathed air in a wooden sauna, and then when you breathe out, it's like you can tell you breathed wood air. You can tell
wood
that
in,
you,
wood out.
You can tell that you drank beer that came out of a wooden cask when you breathe out the beer aroma.
Yeah.
that's
cool,
I don't think
dude.
I've ever drank beer from a wooden keg.
Eric, did you get to do that?
I did not.
Yeah, like that's it's gotta be rare nowadays.
And is that like, are these lower ABV beers like more like sessional? Like, because most of the beers that I've had that would be even anywhere close to that are more like the beers that you would drink all day style beers.
Sure. I mean, I think they're still probably in the fives, yeah.
Whoa,
I
wow.
I think German beers, just in general,
That's light for
They're just
German
bigger
beers.
beers.
They're down
Yeah.
to 5%. I think they rarely ever go above like 8 or 9. So
Gotcha.
that's kind of like the range for almost every German beer.
Did you have a favorite beer that you guys enjoyed the most, or?
Oh, me personally, the actually one we have on right now, the Erdinger, what is it?
The lager?
The Erdinger lager.
Yeah, that one's really good.
Yeah, it's
I'm
really
a
good.
Stiegel guy myself, so that's my favorite.
We
The
also-
Stiegel Goldbrau from
So we had a
Austria.
couple of
So good.
Stiegels at the Stiegel Brewery that you can't get over
Oh.
here. The Columbus 1492.
Oh,
Nice light blonde ale, and then it was a Berliner Weiss style, but a raspberry Weiss beer.
Oh,
That's
and literally Saturday we just put on Stiegel Herbstfest, which I have not tried yet. But
I
heard
haven't
it's good.
either. Yeah.
I want to imagine when you go to Germany that it's kind of like an exchange student, like someone from Germany that works at an American restaurant comes over here.
like a King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Like King of the Hill did.
And then like you gotta like the chef Pat of the German American restaurant.
Chef Dieter.
Yeah, he comes over to America and then sees our cuisine, which I don't know.
So actually, Dirk,
Hot dog.
Dirk, who was here in
That's German,
February, is who
goddammit.
hosted us over there. He came and he got the full Hollerbach experience, of course, but he's and he's in charge of American distribution from the factory in Germany.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
So he came and checked all his accounts and stuff, but we're one of the bigger accounts, and we were one of the few we were the only restaurant there. It was all salespeople for the most part, so I understand a little more German, and I kind of get what was going on, as opposed to they're just going for like, fest, right? Like party. And I'm just like, actually, this is like a German mac and cheese. Like, you're going to want to try this. And so they just kind of let me do my chef thing and order for them and sit back, and they just drank all the beer.
Okay, we're here for the beer.
Hey,
I was also there for the beer.
Yeah. And what else do you do in Germany when you're out there, besides from like business?
Is there anything besides business?
I mean, the one thing you love doing is riding the trains.
Yeah, it was great. I was just complaining about our public transportation system and how sucky it is after being in Europe for a week.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, I would not have to park at the stadium. I wouldn't have to wait all this time in traffic. I could just get on a train and get off and walk there. But it is what it is.
They're also 1,000 years older than us.
Yeah, that's the one thing I want to keep
true.
bringing up is you're so much older,
Yeah. It's like,
It'll come. Everything is TikTok society now. Give it to me now.
Yeah. They had an entire society already built for hundreds of years when we're just like, hey,
we're like aqueducts. What?
There's some bunch of people in
Facts.
here. We gotta kill them off before we
I'm just-
build ours.
you gotta
touching
level.
Roman statues,
You gotta level this
crying.
place first.
Cough on them. They'll go.
Take the blankets.
Anyway.
But yeah, lots of good food, lots of good bread over there. Beer straight from the tap at the factory is the best thing you can ever have.
Are there any
man.
trends in, because like you guys have such a traditional restaurant, like so much of what you do is rooted in like the beers are hundreds of years old, the recipes are family recipe. There's so much tradition there. Is it hard sometimes can you ever ride a trend or bring something in there that's almost silly, or would that almost?
Dude, honestly, like all the restaurants, and I'm not complaining. It was great, and I love it. But it was all the same menu, the same food, and it's not that far off from what we do. They it's fest season for them, so they do have a couple of extra things like the Brathendel, the roasted half chicken, and the Schweinshaxe, the crispy pork knuckle, like that. That's
That sounds
prevalent
good.
over there.
What is a crispy pork knuckle?
But the rest of it, for the most part, it's schnitzel and sausage, and
We do have one tradition that we've kind of started that is definitely not truly German. So how we do Das Boot, those glasses were super hard for us to get. So Theo kind of came up with this way of everyone's got to stand up at the table. You're not allowed to sit down until the boot is finished, which is not how it's done in Germany. So we kind of incorporate a little bit of our needs into that. And now it's a little Germany, a little Sanford mixed together. It's cool.
Or glass boots were hard to find.
They're giant.
25 years ago for sure.
They're also super expensive, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of those things
That part.
Here's a fun fact that ties into glassware. I have a Das Boot that was given to you guys. I think it was given to me by Theo, and he gave me a lecture about how hard these were to find. So I have it. And then also, I have multiple muscle mugs from Hamburger Mary's that they stopped selling because they're too hard to get and they're too expensive. They're like, it's like a glass man's muscle, and that's the handle you hold to drink your beer. And they're like, no, we don't. They're like, they're too expensive. Glassware, everything, when it got too expensive, they're like, nah, we're done with it.
Type glass boot into Google and let's see.
He doesn't believe it.
We got it.
That's him saying he doesn't believe it.
Well,
I'm joking. 25 years.
Again, do you want
25 years
do you want an
ago.
Amazon boot, or do you want a proper German boot?
I want a thin Timu.
I want a paper boot.
Super thin Timu boot.
So are you excited about the Orlando Magic? I see that both you and I are wearing, and you're in blue today too, man.
We are excited.
You got the tattoo.
Three of our boys, they just won the was it the Euro Championship, right?
Eurobasket.
Eurobasket
They just
gold
won
medals.
Yeah, Franz and Tristan both played. Mo would have played, but he's got that torn ACL.
Yeah,
but
Tristan De Silva
Silva, for
looking
sure.
amazing.
Yeah,
for sure.
With putting some people on fire. I was watching the highlights of him. That dude, only getting better.
And I think it's good to have players that know what it's like to be on a championship team on your team. Just because they know what the pressure's like, they know what it takes to get there, they know the hard work, and we got three, because Mo and Franz on the last world team, and now Tristan on this team.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I'm really, really excited. You're gonna try to go to
as many as we can.
as many
All of
games
them
as
that
you
we
can.
can.
We always take the Sunrail down to the games to keep that train thing going, so that's cool.
For sure.
Where do you get on at?
Sanford. He
Oh,
gets it depends on the day and the time, but he can get on to Barry, and then I can hop on in
Now you can
Sanford.
get on to land, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, they just did that. I want to do that. I'm doing Brightline down to, we're talking public transportation. I'm doing Brightline down to the Hard Rock Is it the casino where they have the little venue where they do shows
so,
at?
yeah.
Yeah, that's where we're
I want to
gonna
do the Bright Line.
And Andrea just bought our tickets to take the Bright Line. I was like, oh, this should be kind of cool. And then we're going to take an Uber to the show, and then we're staying right at the venue. So it should be a fun night. But I've never done that without a car. It's going to be weird.
Yeah, now people are doing it. They're like planning trips around. You have to stay overnight, or you have to wait till the next morning. Yeah, it's like Ross is just wander around Miami even until
That's not a miserable. That's not a miserable.
Yeah. Few hours,
He was like trapped in Miami. He was like very unsafe.
Like I guess maybe if it gets more and more popular, they'll run like a night train back, something, because that would be, it's like once it gets out, then you take like a midnight train back, like kind of like a
Once
red
that
eye.
casino starts making enough money, they'll figure out how to get a train back with people on it.
I mean, it seems like the number of times that I have friends like you guys that love sporting events, love Orlando City, love Orlando Magic, and want public transportation to be running after these games and before these games. It's almost like a charter flight. It should be, in a way, we should be allowed to be like, who all's in? Because I think there's enough of us to pay for whatever the train would cost. I mean, it can't be that much.
Well, that's the difference between a civilization built on cars and a civilization built on before there were cars.
Right.
True story.
And so it's like
SUV time.
So we didn't have any infrastructure set up for efficient public transportation, so we're dealing with what we got. But it's getting better, and they're putting, we got some train. It's just, you got to go to the, drive to the train, get off, and then you get, it's
Like Pat said, you got to keep using it. You guys are using it, so the more we use it.
Sanford's cool. I don't know about other cities, but we have the little trolley that'll get you from the train station downtown for free.
Oh, that's cool.
That's good. Yeah, that's what you
that's good to
need.
talk about.
So and it drop you off right in front of the restaurant at Magnolia Square at the stop sign.
You should do that with the boys one night. Hop the train, shoot down there, get on the trolley, take it over.
We did a Science Center trip reverse way. Like we rode the golf cart to the restaurant, hopped on the trolley to the train, met some friends at the Longwood stop, Winter Park for breakfast, 2 stops down Science Center, and then rode back and made a day of
That's
it
cool.
with the kiddos.
Yeah, you just got to plan it out. That's
Right.
the hard thing. It's like, trying to get it all organized and planned out.
You need an hour to look at the schedule. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Are you guys still doing food within Orlando City matches?
Still all the men's matches at Orlando City.
Okay, great, because we didn't talk about that the last time you guys were in, and I want to make sure and let people know that if you wanted an elevated bite
Right
to
under the
eat-
supporter section.
Yep, there you go. If you want a better snack, you can go to the Hollow Box tent and get something to eat.
What's we talked about this before, but Rolladen. I know that you got Rolladen night October 16th.
Oh, that's where the people
Yeah.
line up and they fight.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's the next one of the year.
Honestly, last time it kind of almost happened. People were upset.
Yeah, why do people get so? It's
Because
just
we only do it once a quarter.
Yeah.
It was on the menu for years, and people didn't buy it. And then as soon as you take something off, then where's it at? Like, where were you?
That's the McRib.
Yeah.
It's so.
It's a German McRib.
This
Oh
is
my
our-
God, that's a hilarious T-shirt.
I
It
can't
is
even
pickles.
Laden, the German McRib.
I'm looking at-
Pickles and onions and beef and mustard and bacon rolled up and cooked in a rich brown gravy.
Oh yeah,
With potato dumplings and red cabbage. Very simple.
that
but
sounds
it's very
delicious.
good.
Yeah.
I had it in Germany, by the way. Ours is so much better.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. It was tough. I had to cut it with a knife like a steak, and it was not how it was supposed to be. So.
All right, there you go.
I won't say where, but
Okay, that's fair.
So, and then also let's talk about the pumpkin croissant bread pudding, because it is pumpkin season as well for
It
all
is
the
pumpkin
desserts.
You
season.
guys are celebrating.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we've got lots of pumpkin stuff. We've got the pumpkin croissant bread pudding. We've got our gluten-free pumpkin muffins at the market. We've got
There's the maple pecan cookies.
Yeah,
Not
maple
quite
pecan
pumpkin, but still
cookies.
in the same vibe.
You
What's
know what?
the-
I didn't think I was a maple guy, but maple.
Maple
like,
is good.
They're giving us maple now for. I think that's a new in the culinary world. Jeff's has done it. You guys are doing it, and thank God you're doing it, because I'm not the biggest pumpkin guy.
Don't we do a maple bourbon something?
But I
another
love
maple bourbon
maple.
apple pie or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, the little tarts.
Yeah.
No, I like a
And
little
then-
little pie.
Yeah, they're like mini pies, mini
Yeah,
pies.
yeah.
And then we've just kind of ramped up our coffee game at the market, so you can get nice iced coffees and brewed coffees, espresso,
I had
latte
the
type
cookie
drinks.
butter the other day. The
Yeah,
cookie butter
the
was pretty serious.
speculoos butter, and we have maple pumpkin type stuff with that as well.
Nice.
So, Chef Pat, if you know someone in your life, because I think this is the perfect birthday present to give someone that you don't know what to give them, and they're like, let's say they're turning 50 years old. It's a big birthday. And,
You talking about me?
I'm throwing it out there. It's just I picked a random age.
Yeah.
It's like a
You
milestone.
want to take your little grandpa someplace awesome.
So your grandpa's turning 50 years old,
and you want him to see something before he dies.
and then you want to put together a dinner for, like, let's say 15 to 20 people in your family, friends and family.
You want to cater a small funeral for a small grandpa.
And you want to do it at the king's table,
Ooh.
and then you want to put together like a meal and have some beers.
And you have some ladies of the night.
no,
Dance around.
no. But that's a doable thing for a birthday, because you can rent out the king's table upstairs at
For sure.
Holobox, and
Well,
then,
let's loosen those dirtles.
and say you wanted to blow it out and do custom, like you want Chef Pat, I want you cooking 3-course meal
And the
for my party.
theme is the vampire orgy from Blade.
That's
That's the theme.
We do
I'm
make
in.
it rain blood pretty regularly.
Yeah,
so it
would
works
you
out.
do
Yeah.
a Tracy Lords Dan Dennis 50 birthday Knights Table vampire orgy?
Hey, for a price, Chef Pat and Eric will do
Blood
whatever
table.
you
The
want.
blood table.
Yeah. But you could get that right, and
For sure,
that's
for
a
sure.
great
What was the
gift.
song that
Yeah, you
they
can rent
played?
Knights Hall and have there's different levels, but one of those is Chef Pat will do whatever you want.
Okay, yeah.
That's the one you want. That one comes with alcohol. Any special request, we can bring in special ingredients for you guys.
Even though I've never had a person do it and not want schnitzel sausage and sauerbraten.
well, because you're at Holobox,
Right.
you're like, I want what Chef Pat knows how to do the best.
Well, you could do all of that in just one weird thing.
I make really good Easy Mac, so
Yeah, like why not do one weird thing? Or what would you want to see? That's what I would do. You guys are all the people that, no offense, but if you're not doing what I would do, which is you go to the chef and you're like, what would you want to make?
Oh, what if I brought you a poison blowfish?
Oh, I've always wanted to. Fugu?
Yeah.
Is that called fugu?
yeah. So I'll just take a big bite of it right in front of everybody. And then that's dinner, guys.
Fugu.
Show first.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Have you ever done? Could you do like naked sushi table?
No, come on.
Is
It's
that
a
played
family
out?
Restaurant.
Is that played out?
I guess it's private up there.
Yeah. And it's a man.
what happens in the Knights Hall stays in the
It's a
Knights Hall.
nude man. It's EJ.
Yeah. Oh,
Full suit of armor. You eat it off the armor.
gross.
Got like a diaper on.
So how long does Oktoberfest go? It starts this Saturday, of course. The keg tapping. Matt Morgan is tapping the keg.
Yeah,
Um,
Blueprint Matt Morgan.
Commissioner
Hold
of
on to
Longwood.
that keg. He's a big man.
I mean, last year we had Paul Ruboltz, the 7-foot footballman from UCF, tap in.
yeah,
So
yeah,
That's
yeah.
our
this is
requirement,
back to
to be
back.
7
Now you
foot
got to be a
tall.
7-foot tall man to tap our keg.
Yeah.
And it
I'll
always
never do
sprays.
it.
Yeah, it always,
Maybe
yeah.
Braun Strowman next year, Adam Scherr or whatever. So we'll see.
yeah, that would be a good one, man.
And then it ends at when?
I mean, for us, it ends on October 17th and 18th. That's
Okay.
our big street party. We're bringing it back after 2 years.
Nice.
So we'll have the bands out there. We'll bring all the benches out. Chef Pat has an amazing menu sorted, plenty of beer. Like, it's such a good time. Sanford's going to be crazy that weekend. It's going to be so fun.
So essentially, it's a continuous party from this Saturday to mid-October.
All my guys know this is the day it starts. It's pretty much this Saturday, and then
Go time.
it's kind of go for the next few months.
The easiest thing to do is follow Hollowbox German Restaurant on social media, and they always promote all the events they have and everything going on.
Yeah, get on
when
the
we're allowed to use
Instagram,
yeah.
follow them. You can also their events page. There's always stuff on the dynamic lead that's showing you, what's coming up. That's how I found out that you guys are renting stuff now. That's amazing. So
Yeah,
you can also
Outfitters.
look the part now at the Outfitters. Don't forget that, and I guess it's first come first serve. I would imagine. So
For sure, for
and
sure.
whereas you guys do have a sizable amount of stuff to rent, but if you want to get down there now. Make your plans.
Also, at the market, they have unbelievable German grocery, and I got my wife a bunch of white asparagus soups and stuff at the German grocery that I could not find anywhere on the internet. And it's her favorite soups, and that's why I'm going to buy her soup.
awesome.
We have
Like-
more Haribos than I could find in Germany, by the way.
Yeah.
I was looking
entire
for some
wall.
of the stuff that we have, and they everywhere we went had a limited selection. We definitely have the biggest Haribo selection.
There you go.
So if you're looking for some awesome German grocery that you cannot get anywhere else, like it's hard to, like they do not have it on Amazon. Like
No,
because there's
no.
certain
We looked
food
one day,
products,
just,
yeah,
I'm like, none of
they're
this stuff is
limited
here.
Yeah, I think it's like it's perishable or something. Like it's not in that world.
And the people you guys work with, I mean, I'm sure have a leg up on anything that we can get.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean,
Get
it's-
direct importers from Germany on
Yeah.
all of our stuff. Yeah.
There you go. Well, hey,
100%.
give everybody, Theo and the gang, everybody some love from us. Please, always good seeing you guys. Go Magic. Is
Go
there anything
Magic.
else we're forgetting to let people know?
I think we did it, guys. Just
Beautiful.
come visit us for Oktoberfest. It's
Yeah.
our time.
Yeah,
Come on
join
out.
us.
It is their time.
We
Come
cater.
on, drink their beer. Yeah, they do
Yeah.
cater.
The tapping is at 6:30 this Saturday, September 20th at the restaurant. So go by because it's going to be a giant party, and it's a great way to kick off the fall. Plus the temperature is dropping down a little
Oh,
bit,
you
so it's
can
a little
feel it.
nicer at night.
It was
You can
nice
feel
last
it.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
less humidity. It's awesome.
walking around the streets of Sanford after you party at Hollabox.
Oh, we're
that's a
so
great
close.
night.
We're
Yeah,
so
yeah,
close.
Yeah. All right. We will see you tomorrow.